the further at Google, and certainly any platform, particular platform that is relying on ad sales, the further you get away from that client relationship, I think perceptually the less value you're creating, or the less the attribution of value, right, is more difficult. And so I knew moving into that evangelist role, I no longer had a quota. I wasn't responsible for a number. I couldn't point to sales revenue and say, we did this. I mean, certainly, look, we would do studies to say, hey, how did revenue at accounts that we were involved in compare to those that we weren't, right? And we do all sorts of exercises to try to quantify our value, but it was really, really difficult. Yeah. And so, yeah, my team was hit really hard. The evangelist team was hit very hard during the first round of layoffs for Google back in January. Our boss was affected and impacted. Our team was cut in half. The support team that we were working with, who would really handle our bookings and promote us out to the sales teams and fill our calendar, that team was decimated. So it was clearly, there was a perspective, I'm going to guess not so much from Google. I would think more from the consultants that were handling the severance exercise, that these evangelists were a little too far away from the actual sale and probably a bit expendable. I can step back now and understand that, look, we were seasoned veterans at Google. We were expensive. I get it, right? And on top of that, we were very much focused on digital ad sales. Google, as we've seen, is trying desperately to pivot away from that a bit, just to diversify their revenue in some way. And are particularly focused now on the dogfight with ChatGPT and Bing and all the things that AI means for search. So if you look at the people who were impacted, they were all on that media sales side. It wasn't AI engineers, right? Largely. And so I can understand what Google was doing. I don't have any hard feelings. The only thing that does make it somewhat difficult is understanding that, man, we were working so hard. We were at the highest level of our client organizations. We were having real influence. It was just so hard to quantify, right? And the idea that because we couldn't quantify it is why the team was seen as less valuable is a difficult pill to swallow for sure. But hey, look, I'm going to be fine. All of the people on my team who were impacted are fine. And I wish Google well. I don't think they'll be as successful without us, but I do definitely wish them well.